racing fans, to another episode here of Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play for the 2026 NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race here at Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile. As we get ready, guys, let's go. It's time for Tim Reynolds Show. Yeah, come on, guys, as we get to our starting grid here. Before we get started, the drivers are already on the racetrack as we get ready to go here on Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's get right to it here, guys, as we see Ross Chastain. We'll start on the front row from the pole position here in the number 9 Chevrolet, and we see on that first row, Brandon Jones will be second here on this starting grid in the number 20 Toyota. On row number 2, we see Corey Day starting in third place in the number 17 Chevrolet, and Rock Caruth, the driver for the number 88 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports, qualified fourth. And on row number 3, we see the young buck Taylor Gray in the number 54 Toyota, and in sixth place, Sam Mayer qualified sixth in the number 41 Chevrolet. And there in seventh position, Carson Kvapil qualifies 7th in the number 1 Chevrolet, and we see here William Sawalich qualifies 8th in the number 18 Toyota. Harrison Burton qualified 9th in the number 24 Toyota here, and Jesse Love rounds out the top 10 here, qualifying 10th in the number 2 Chevrolet. And guys, we see outside of the top 10, Ryan Sieg in the 11th place in the number 39 Chevrolet. Sheldon Creed in the 00 starting 12th in that Chevrolet car. Justin Allgaier in the number 7 Chevrolet qualified 13th. Parker Rosflett, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that, in the number 9 Chevrolet qualified 14th. Jed Burton qualifies 15th in the number 27 Chevrolet. Brent Cruz qualifying 16th in the number 19 Toyota, and Austin Hill qualifies 17th in the number 21 number 21 Chevrolet here in this race at Dover Speedway for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Sammy Smith qualified 18th in the number 8 Chevrolet, and BJ McLeod qualifies 19th in the number 92 Chevrolet, and Brandon Pohl rounds out the top 20 here, qualifying 20th in the number 44 Chevrolet. All right, guys. As you see the rest of the drivers here from 21 on, as we get ready for the green flag to drop here on Tim Reynolds Show. Guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's see if we can get this a little bit bigger. All right, guys, so we've only got one more lap to go before we get to the leaders here.
Have been on track both today and yesterday, so some of that initial application is worn off, but
what's up, Kenneth? How we doing, brother? Looks like we're doing good,
Yeah, and you see it right here. This track is darker than we historically see at this time after cars are rode around onto the pace slats, picking that rubber up. It's a lot darker. There's a lot more rubber that's been put into the racetrack and stayed there because of the resin, and therefore all these drivers and teams will be learning how that affects this start and restarts as we go along here.
Ross Chastain did choose the outside lane as the pole sitter. He set his first pole since 2018, and Brandon Jones with one of his best starts of the year in that 20 car, second front row start of 2026 for the 20 team.
And Ross was a factor in the truck race yesterday. They got off on pit strategy, but he had a truck capable of competing with Kyle Busch, who ended up winning that race.
You see everyone weaving. They're just trying to get those tires up to temp, cleaned off as best you can, especially these concrete tracks. You pick up a lot of that rubber off onto the tires. You want to get that cleaned off, get them ready for the restart, or for the start.
Got both the HendrickCars.com cars, Corey Day, Roger Caruth there in row 2, Taylor Gray, Sam Mayer make up row number 3. Nice crowd on hand in a beautiful day in Dover, Delaware. Ready to go.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as they go to the green flag. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing, boys! And we 20 Toyota takes the lead going down the backstretch here at Dover Motor Speedway. And now they're side by side. Ross Chastain in the number 9 Chevrolet. Oh, and then we see Brandon Jones getting loose, getting into turn number 3. And as they come out of turn 4, Ross Chastain leads lap number 1 here at Dover Speedway. And what a race here, folks. Ross Chastain now out in the lead. Brandon Jones trying to get that number 20 Toyota dialed in here, ladies and gentlemen. As we look back here, we see the number 54 of Gray battling side by side with Sam Mayer, and the number 54 is going to take away that spot there for a 6th place spot, or I should say a top 5 spot there from Sam Mayer here in this race at Dover Motor Speedway. And now on the inside, Carson Quaffle there battling side by side, where it looks like the 00 of Colk of Creed. And Sheldon Creed side by side with Quaffle. Oh, we see the 00 get a little loose, but he actually gained some speed. But that car's got a little bit of balance it needs to work on here early on. There's the number 17 Chevrolet of Corey Day, right behind the number 54 of Gray. And right now, these cars separating themselves at this Dover Motor Speedway racetrack. It's almost 2 stories of banking when you go from the top of the racetrack all the way to the bottom in the pit area. So this is going to be a tough concrete racetrack with high banking. And we'll see how these drivers are able to do. Right now, Ross Chastain with the lead. Brandon Jones right behind him in second. Rob Carruth in the number 88 Chevrolet has been able to move up to the 3rd place position. And we see, oh, there, Corey Day. Looks like he got into the wall a little bit there, and Sam Mayer is going to take advantage as the number 41 takes back that top 5 spot. And oh, you see right along there with Jesse Love in the number 2 Chevrolet, you see that number 17 Chevy get really loose as Corey Day is fighting just to keep that car on the racetrack, especially down on that bottom lane. And you see Jesse Love full throttle coming down the front stretch here. And almost full brake getting into the corner here. And able to get back on the throttle right away is Jesse Love as he comes out of the exit of turn number 2. Sam Mayer's worked his way up into the top 5. Zawalich has moved that number 18 Toyota into 6th place. Jesse Love right around in 8th in that number 2 Chevrolet. And Ross Chastain holding on to the lead here in the number 9 Chevrolet. The Roto-Rooter. Number 9 Chevy, and Ross goes a little far up the racetrack. As you can see, he's trying to get that forward momentum coming out of the corner with riding that high lane coming in to the turn. Keith, what's going on, man? This is Reynolds. How's everybody doing? All right, so these drivers now filling each other out as they try to figure out what kind of balance they need in their cars to get some more speed here. And Dover Motor Speedway is a tricky racetrack. And we got a battle here. Carson Quaffle on the inside and Jesse Love. The number 2 Chevrolet has to move up the racetrack as the number 1 Chevy gets around Jesse Love for that 7th place position. And how about Rotzloff? Oh my goodness, he goes 3 wide, getting into the corner there, getting around 2 other drivers. What an aggressive move from the number 99. And he's already moved up 13 spots since the start of the race. Rotzloff looks like he's got himself a very fast race car here. But he's all the way back in 23rd position. So he's got a long way to go to get up to the front and battle with the leaders.
Rotzloff trying to continue the streak of success that he's had the last few weeks. 3 straight top 10.
So Brandon Jones currently trying to catch up to Ross Chastain here.
Race for the lead. It's been all Ross Chastain for pole position. This move was key for Chastain to get ahead of the curve and take the lead over Brandon Jones.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, right when we're about to go to commercial break, we've got a huge wreck here. And oh no. And Retzloff has got serious damage as one of the fastest cars on the racetrack now looks like he's going to be done.
It was my pick that's unfortunate, but he had an issue. They sort of got checked up behind him. We end up with this incident between Retzloff and Jet Burns. Retzloff actually is flying to the field. Serious damage as one of the fastest
See, the window net is down.
And oh my goodness, not a good sign for Parker Retzloff. The window net is down. Looks like that number 99 Chevy is going to be done for the day.
You're carrying until it's almost like a super speedway wreck. Like when you get on the brakes, you just can't get slowed down. You see the damage there to the right rear quarter. It's not a day ender for the 19, but definitely looks like he's also gotten into the wall. That right front, the Goodyear missing off that tire.
Yeah, with how important Aero is here, it's going to take a lot of work to make that car have the grip that it had before this.
So yeah, Cruz is running 13.
So we see here on the replay, looks like the 19 gets into the number 39. The 19 then gets into the wall. A tough hit for the number 19 Toyota. And then behind him, you see maybe some debris on the racetrack as Retzloff just gets into the back bumper of the 27, coming in way too fast as the number 99 Chevy pretty much takes out Burton there in the number 27 Chevy. Tough break.
What we talk about, things happen fast here at Dover under yellow. 12 laps in.
All right, guys, so we head to our first commercial break as we are now under caution here at Dover Motor Speedway for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. And, guys, man, tough break for the number 99 of Parker Retzloff as this Chevy looks like he's going to be done for the day. And we get to, was it number 27 here, I believe, one of the Burton boys as we get to here, guys. Thank you. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. So, yes, Jed Burton was involved in a wreck as well there, the number 27 Chevrolet, as we see them all the way at the end here. And also another car we've got to keep an eye out on. He is still on the track, but suffered some damage. Got into the wall pretty hard as well. Let's see. Number 19 of Brent Cruz. So Brent Cruz, we're going to have to see what kind of damage he has on his race car as they go and make their first set of pit stops here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. What's up, Keith? Tim, I'm so impressed you can call a race. That's hard to do with all the action going on. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you there, brother. Thank you, man. One of our moderators and members here on Tim Reynolds Show. So, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so waiting to get back to the action here, guys. Right now, these cars are under caution, and we'll see if they're able to get some adjustments made for their cars coming up here. All right, let's crack open a cold one here, guys. Thank you for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. We're on commercial break, so we'll wait to get that racetrack back on the channel. But big toast to you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out here on the channel. Got ourselves a nice little Coca-Cola. Hey, NASCAR, right, man? Got to have ourselves a nice little Coke. And then after this, going to crack open a nice ice-cold beer. But appreciate you guys hanging out with us here for this Saturday NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile, baby. Let's go. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to help out the channel by liking and subscribing. And, guys, we've got a 10 super chat goal here on the channel. Hopefully we can make it happen. Big shout out to everybody who can help make it happen. And thank you so much for hanging out and supporting the channel. So here we go. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Woo! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Maybe do a paint scheme for a NASCAR race. That'd be pretty cool. Is that a Kyle Larson or Raja Caruth shirt you have on? Well, it's at the Dale Jr. You see right there. So old school, you know, and even a Dale Jr. hat. But, hey, love Raja Caruth. Raja Caruth is definitely an up-and-coming racer there in the number 88 Chevy for Junior Motorsports here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. So really looking forward to seeing how that guy's racing career goes. And then also Kyle Larson. Yeah, man, love rooting for that guy. He's had a tough year this year, the defending Cup Series champion. So, hey, with it being All-Star Weekend, it's a way for drivers to sort of reset and see what happens. But I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm a little disappointed we don't have the All-Star race still in Charlotte Motor Speedway. I think that's the best place to have the All-Star race in my opinion, but I mean, who am I?
Communities all across America. 4 cars involved in this stage.
All right, guys, so now the driver is getting ready to hit the pits here.
And ultimately collected Jeff Burton, Parker Retzloff, and LeVar Scott. Let's take a look at this replay brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. Here's how it starts, just out the front window of Sammy Smith.
So you see right there the 19 getting very loose, or it looks like the 39 getting very loose into the 19, and that's what caused the wreck behind them, as the number 99 of Retzloff didn't know that the 27 was slowing down, and he gets into the back of them and wrecks both of them out.
Not knowing which direction. If you watch the 19,
He's thinking he might be coming down the
where's
track
he
or
gonna
something.
go? You're not sure, right? I don't know. He was awful early right there.
Yeah, he was awfully, and he was slow for sure. And I think Retzloff wasn't anticipating that. Then also got hit there by LeVar Scott at the same time.
Hey, and it's worth noting on Retzloff, qualified 14th, but made those unapproved adjustments, had to go to the back. He's collected in that. Would have maybe been right around Cruz if he'd started where he was supposed to, but either way, at the back of the field and got some day-ending damage because of it.
And it's a huge hit in the points for them. They came in plus 58 above the chase cut line for Park Retzloff and Viking Motorsports, so not the day they were looking for to have an issue this early.
Let's head down to pit road and Heather DeBow with a update on the 88 of Roger Carruth.
And Dylan, there was a scary moment here yesterday as truck teams were setting up pit road for the truck race. They actually had an incident where one of the tire carriers was injured. Here you see in this video, the Spire Motorsports pit box was coming down the hill and lost brakes, and the team lost control of it. So tire carrier Donovan Williams was injured while attempting to stop the cart and essentially saved Fox Sports pit reporter Amanda Busick from being seriously injured. Now, thankfully, both Amanda and Donovan are okay. Donovan was treated for minor injuries. Here you see the picture with him and Amanda.
All right, guys, so we get ready to get back to the race here. Scary moment yesterday during the truck series. As we see there, the pit crew able to help each other out.
Patrick Starapoli.
Ooh, Palaca, Florida. Heck yeah, man. There's some pretty good racing going on down there.
Overall, I thought our practice didn't go great. We, probably the worst we fired off for the year, but I mean, they made great changes and adjustments going into this race. And I mean, I drove forward there and they checked up. I drove in the back of Jeb a little bit and then just, I guess we both just got run clean over. I don't know. I guess it's hard for us to see what happened in front of us, but we checked up and just got run over. So overall, just very disappointed for everyone on the Funkaway Viking Motorsports Chevrolet and everyone who's put hard work into this. It just sucks if we don't make it in these races. I feel like we wreck really early, so just come back next week, I guess.
It's like you come off of turn 2 there and everybody is checked up and slowed down. It's hard to find an open lane there.
Well, the other thing is just the way you are in these cars, the way the corners are shaped, you can't see around the corner a ton, just like Bristol we talked about there. So a lot of that is blind for these drivers compared to what we see from the outside.
Unfortunate ending, though, regardless, for all of those guys, and Retzloff certainly disappointed. Field is set for the Echo Park Restart Zone, Echo Park Automotive, where car buying is easier, better, and happier. Back to green on lap 18, working to lap 4.
All right, here we go, guys. Back in the restart zone as we go back. Green flag racing here at Dover Motor Speedway. And the number 20 of Brandon Jones out in front here. Ross Chastain now right behind the number 20 Toyota. The number 9 Chevrolet falls behind there in second place, and we've got a new leader going down the backstretch. And on these restarts, it can be chaotic here with a lot of these drivers trying to jostle for position. So good run here. Oh, there, Carson Quaffle on the outside of the number 18. That number 1 Chevrolet, the Bass Pro Shop Chevy on the top side there, but that lane cannot hold his speed. Here comes Jesse Love on the inside trying to take away that top 7 spot. And Love almost gets to the back left corner panel of the number 1 Chevy. That number 2 Chevrolet looks really fast as Jesse Love continues to battle here, the defending Cup Series champion. Or I should say the defending O'Reilly Auto Parts Series champion. And you see there going back to where Justin Allgaier is in 12th place, battling with Harrison Burton as that number 7 Chevrolet tries to get to the inside of the number 24 Toyota, and he'll have to fall back in line behind that Supra. But Justin Allgaier's not backing out of this race, and let's look out for Sammy Smith. The driver of the number 8 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports may have something to say before the end of this race is over. He's currently 15th right now, trying to get that RB Chevy up towards the front. And oh man, he's going to drop another spot here. It looks like he's still trying to find some really good balance with that car there, as now Sammy Smith drops back to 16th. And man, you're seeing there right along the number 8, Sammy Smith really having to turn that steering wheel hard to try to get that car to turn the way he wants to, especially deep into the corner there. So we got 23 laps down of 45 here in stage number 1. 23 of 200 laps here at Dover Motor Speedway. And there we see Hill gets a little loose there. The number 39 is going to take the inside of the number 21 of Austin Hill. A great pass there from the number 39 Chevrolet. And that's Sieg, Ryan Sieg, falling behind Justin Allgaier after taking that 13th place spot away from Hill. And we're riding along here. We see Corey Day in the number 17 Chevrolet. Looks very, very loose. And oh no, here comes the 39 of Ryan Sieg, able to get around the number 7 of Justin Allgaier, as Allgaier looked like he got a little too loose on the exit of the corner there. And unfortunately, that cost him another spot. And now Ryan Sieg to the back bumper here of Burton. The number 24 Supra could be in big trouble. And here goes the 39 Chevy. It's got a fast run here coming out of the exit of the corner, looking to take another driver down. And already moving up 3 spots, Ryan Sieg in the number 39 Chevrolet here goes to the inside of the 24 of Burton, and Ryan Sieg's going to take away that spot there for an 11th place spot. And now the number 39 is knocking on the door of a top 10 position. And you see here on the left side, there's the number 88 Chevy just trying to hang on as Raja Caruth needs to get some more balance there in that car. So Caruth now riding inside the top 5. Zawalich is currently 6th. Carson Quaffel 7th. Jesse Love in 8th. Corey Day in 9th. And Sheldon Creed there rounds out the top 10 in the 00 Chevrolet. And a battle here with him and Corey Day. You can see Day in the number 17 is using that top lane rather than right at the bottom, right where that concrete and asphalt meet here for Dover. And remember, there's no yellow line on the bottom of the racetrack, so you can go onto the flat asphalt surface here and try to make a pass if you can, but most people's cars can't hold that speed when they get on that asphalt there. So on the inside here, and there goes Creed as he tries to get around Corey Day, looking for the inside, but Corey Day in the 17 Chevy has a nice run near the end.
Good racing here for inside of the top 10. Brandon Jones, the leader in this move, was key for the number 20 to get ahead of the curve and take the lead.
And we see here after that last restart, Brandon Jones was able to get ahead of Ross Chastain in that number 9 Chevrolet to take the lead here at Dover Motor Speedway. All right, so we head to commercial break here, guys. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, we're still side by side here, guys, so we'll try to keep you up to date on any action here as we're seeing Ryan Sieg knocking on the door of a top 10 position here on lap 31 as that number 39 Chevy looks very fast, and he's looking on the inside of Creed, and the 00 barely makes it out of the exit of the corner. And now Justin Allgaier seeing this battle ahead of him. You can see Allgaier now using that top lane as well, just like you're seeing from Ryan Sieg, and he's getting a lot more speed coming out of the corner than going into the corners. And now Allgaier may have something to say about that 11th place spot there from Ryan Sieg as the number 7's right on the back bumper and now takes the outside, going down the back stretch and heading into turn number 3. They're side by side with Justin Allgaier and the number 7 Chevy getting around the number 39 Chevrolet of Sieg, and he takes away a top 11 spot. And now he'll be knocking on the door of the 00 of Creed as he tries to get inside the top 10. And we see our leaders there, Brandon Jones battling it out with Ross Chastain in the number 9 Chevrolet. That number 20 Toyota looks very fast here early on at Dover Motor Speedway. Woo! Heck yeah, thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, waiting to get back to the action here, guys. We're still on commercial break. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel. And cheers to y'all. Thank you for hanging out. Ole, 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 ole. All right, so we're seeing the battle here inside the top 5 as Corey Day holds on to that number 9 position. Sheldon Creed right behind him in the 00 Chevrolet, but right behind them, knocking on the door of a top 10 position, is Justin Allgaier in the number 7 Chevrolet. Now we're starting to see the leaders come up to some lapped cars here, so they'll be lapping some slower vehicles, as we see if that will have any effect on whether or not Brandon Jones will increase his lead even more here if Ross Chastain can complete that gap. Yo, what's up, Rhino Raid? What's up? We got a raid here, dude. Raising Rhino in the house. What's up, dude? It's a Rhino Raid. What? Let's go. Heck yeah, man. We got Willie. What's going on? We got some new people in the house. Kenneth, what's up, bro? That guy Rhino sent me. Dude, let's go, man. Raising Rhino. Appreciate you, dog. All right, so we see here Brandon Jones on the outside looking to get around these lapped vehicles here and not slow down his pace. Right now, Ross Chastain has the fastest lap here on any of the race cars, but we see here Ross Chastain really struggling to get up to the back bumper here of Brandon Jones. That number 20 Toyota looks very fast here. And guys, Jesse Love on the inside of the 18 Toyota, and oh, Corey Day just dive bombed the inside of Jesse Love, and what a move from the number 17 Chevy, and now with momentum coming out of turn number 2, going down the backstretch, Corey Day is now inside the top 8. What a move there from Corey Day, who's got a fast race car here in that number 17 Chevy. Wow! And the Hendrix.com sponsor on that one looks like a blue and white blur when you seen what Corey Day just did, man. He got loose coming around the lap vehicle. You see the momentum he gained with the drag from the car in front of him, and he just dive bombed the corner to get around 2 drivers, and now he's currently 8th. And Justin Allgaier's now worked his way around Sheldon Creed for that top 10 spot for the number 7 Chevy. All right, so you see there Sam Mayer fired up after being able to get around Carruth and Gray as that number 54 Toyota battles to get up to the back bumper here of the number 41 Chevy of Sam Mayer, who's trying to catch up to the leaders here, currently in 3rd. And there is our leader, Brandon Jones. He continues to lead this race here.
I'd say Corey Day here, we're watching, trying to get around Sawalich, has been one of the most aggressive. You noted Jamie getting to the top, chasing that Gray.
Kind of a big deal here in Denver. We have a great stream start. Thank you. Appreciate you, Willie. Thank you, guys. Let's go, man. Mini Ray covering the UFL. Heck yeah, Rhino. What's up, man? There you go, bro. Just stop by and show some love. Thank you, James. I'm being rated. This is so awesome, guys. All right, so we see here Brandon Jones holding on to the lead. And there we go. As we see the green checkered flag come out, and Brandon Jones is the winner of stage number 1 here at Dover Motor Speedway. As the caution comes out after the completion of stage number 1, Brandon Jones, the driver of the number 20 Toyota Supra, able to get that car with the stage 1 win for Joe Gibbs Racing. So a great little stage 1 win there for Jones. As we get ready to reset the field here, guys, we'll see what pit strategies these drivers are willing to make here and who's going to compete for the win here coming up with the last 2 stages here for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race here at Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile. Heck yeah, man. All right, what's up, Al Bundy? What's up, dude? Heck yeah, smells like ranch. Raisin Rhino, the map checks out. I wish I had an In-N-Out where I live, says that guy. Hell yeah, guys. Dude, this is pretty awesome. A little mini raid here on Tim Reynolds Show. Pretty awesome. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. And we've got a super chat challenge going on right now. Our goal is to get to 10 super chats here on Tim Reynolds Show. And any way we can help support the channel, guys, means a lot. Whether that's channel memberships, you guys can donate by clicking the link on the top of my YouTube page. And you guys can also just help out by liking and subscribing, sharing this live stream with your family and friends. And any way you guys can help out really does mean a lot. So God bless you guys. And thank you so much for hanging out here on the channel. Raisin Rhino with the whoop whoop. Let's go. Heck yeah. All right, so we'll wait to see what the new starting lineup's going to be here after stage number 1. I imagine most of these drivers are going to pit for fuel and for a good set of Goodyear tires here in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. But it's going to be pretty interesting to see who can come out with a better tuned-in car. And guys, next Saturday we head to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. Can't wait to check that out. 4K coming soon. Heck yeah. Appreciate you. Stark Bakery says, Rhino Raid. Linda with the Rhino Raid. Let's go, man. Question, who are your favorite drivers, says Willie. So my favorite driver currently is Chase Elliott in the number 9 Chevrolet in the Cup Series. I also like rooting for Connor Zilic, the rookie. He's now driving the 88 like Dale Jr. used to. I also like SVG, although he's got to get a little bit better at those oval courses, you know what I mean? And yeah, some of the older drivers that I kind of like, I like rooting for Brad Keselowski. Yeah, I used to root for Kyle Busch some of the time. Ross Chastain's a pretty cool driver to look at as well. Yeah, how about you guys? Who's your favorite drivers, guys? Haven't heard that song in decades. Heck yeah. Thank you there, Linda. Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Keith, appreciate you holding down the chat here for us, man. Petey Pablo. Come on. Do you stay up? And you can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey. Well, I love NASCAR. Boom, boom, boom. It's my kind of race. I like rolling around the racetrack with a big smile on my face. And here we go. Bum, 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 on Tim Reynolds Show. And we are ready for NASCAR Race Day. Ha ha! Let's go. Hey, cheers, guys. Thanks for hanging out, making the live stream fun. Hope everybody's doing good. Looks like the live stream's running good. Remember, guys, we've got a super chat challenge going on here in the chat. We're trying to reach 10 super chats here. A donation of any kind really does mean a lot. It goes a long way. Don't forget, guys, to please like and subscribe as well. As we see here, guys, we're about to start stage number 2 here in Dover. And here comes everybody into pit lane here. And we'll see what kind of adjustments these drivers can make.
slight rotation on an entry there. You have to pound out of the right front up on the track bar. You saw that chassis adjustment right there, as well as tires and fuel. Heather? And for Sam Mayer on the bottom of your screen, telling his crew chief Jason Chincheri, he's tight, poor numbers, but not bad. He just can't get through the center and off of the exit.
All right, so we'll see who's able to win the race off of pit road here. It does look like Brandon Jones may not be coming out with the lead after a long pit stop. It does look like Ross Chastain will come out with the lead here after that pit stop. And Brandon Jones just lost 7 spots on pit lane. No way! You want to talk about a costly error for the leader? He comes in and ends up leaving pit lane in 9th place? 8th place? Are you kidding me? That is unacceptable, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Have a good stream. Thank you, Linda. Rhino Rising, what's up, bro? Thank you for the raid. Says sub it up. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you, Rhino. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on the channel. That was pretty cool, huh, man? Hey, haven't been raided in freaking a long time, man. I'm still trying to get that Grossi raid back after what happened the last time. Our boy Keith remembers that, man. We tried to get raided, and we had no idea what was going on. I literally went to the bathroom right when I got raided and came back, and I was like, what happened? What did I miss? It was awesome. And yeah, guys, don't forget, we got the NFL season right around the corner, so you got a lot more live stream play-by-plays coming up here on the channel, and also got some more content we're going to try to get out this upcoming week before I go on vacation. Well, it's not even really vacation, but going to Florida for my brother's wedding, so that should be pretty awesome. And hey, guys, any way that you can help out here on Tim Reynolds Show, really to help out for the trip next week, or just to help out here with the channel, it does mean a lot, so I just want to say thank you, guys, man. Willie, what's up, man? He said, I did a NASCAR podcast. There was a funny story about Brad Kay cutting the brake line in practice, and he was coming up towards Cup qualifying, and he's heading right towards Jeff Gordon's cars. He hit the brakes and realized he had no brakes. Wow, Willie. Yeah, that sounds like an old school thing, man, especially at some of those short tracks where they're braking a whole lot, and those brakes got so hot where some of those brake lines literally would kind of like melt. Yeah, that was some crazy stuff back in the day, man. All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action here. Hope everybody's doing well. It was me who told Rhino about the channel. Keith Clark 24. Yo, big shout out to you, my man. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action here. Hope everybody's doing well. It was me who told Rhino about the channel. Keith Clark 24. Heck yeah, thank you, Keith. Telling Kenneth how much we appreciate him. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let's get up to the action here, guys. And actually, let's go ahead and we'll refresh this and give you guys the new starting grid here for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. All right, so here we go, guys, as we see Ross Chastain is your new leader after that set of pit stops after stage 1 in the number 9 Chevrolet. We see Taylor Gray comes out second in the number 54 Toyota here. Raja Karuth is third. Corey Day fourth. Both Chevys. Raja in the number 88 Chevy. And then also the number 17 Chevrolet. There for Corey Day in fourth. Jesse Love rounds out the top 5 here in the number 2 Chevy. And then in 6th place, it's William Sawalich in the number 18 Toyota. Carson Quaffel comes out 7th in the number 1 Chevrolet. And Brandon Jones, who came in as the leader, leaves pit lane in 8th place, losing 7 spots here on pit lane in the number 20 Toyota. That team's definitely got to get their stuff together. Sam Mayer, he drops a lot of spots as well. They didn't even mention that. Mayer came in 3rd. He lost 6 spots here on pit road. He comes out 9th in the number 41 Chevrolet. Not a good pit stop there for Sam Mayer's team. Justin Allgaier rounds out the top 10 here in the number 7 Chevy. And you see there, they just switched up, coming to the choose cone here. So we'll see what happens.
I
Hey!
see Arby's, I see yeah, a little pizza, chocolate chip cookies. I like the
Bum, 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 bum. Yo, what's up, Ghost? Raise hell, praise Dale. You heard that? Popping the top. Hell yeah. Cheers to you, Ghost. Let's go. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And the green flag is out as we go back. Green flag racing here at Dover Motor Speedway. And Gray there in the inside as Taylor Gray tries to take the lead away from Ross Chastain. They're side by side coming down the backstretch. That number 9 Chevy on the high side. The number 54 Toyota on the inside. Oh, and Gray gets into the door of Ross Chastain. That car got loose, and now he drops behind the leader. But here comes Raja Caruth, the number 88 Chevy, right behind the Toyota Supra of Taylor Gray. And a big restart here. Jesse Love looking to get up inside the top 5, and he does, looking to battle with Corey Day. But here comes the number 18 Toyota on the inside of Quaffle, the number 1 Chevy on the outside, trying to battle to hold on to that 6th place spot. And Brandon Jones, the leader and winner of stage number 1, all the way back in 8th as he continues to battle to try to get back up towards the front. Sam Mayer right side by side as that number 41 Chevrolet had a slow pit stop as well, but he's got a fast race car here, folks.
Early. They know he's fast. He knows he's fast, but the hardest part now is going to be getting through this traffic and back to the front.
What did Taylor say last year? He went from having probably the best car on the racetrack to the worst car he'd ever driven because of the dirty air that happens around here.
All right, so right now, Ross Chastain is able to hold on to the lead there with Taylor Gray right behind him. But the number 9 Chevy continues to pull away as you start to see these drivers now separate here. And you're clearly starting to see the contenders from the pretenders here as these cars up in front are clearly faster than what you're seeing from the drivers about 10th position on back.
1.3 seconds over the course of the 45 laps.
Now, let's not forget about Justin Allgaier. He's currently 10th. And the number 7 Chevy, he could be a serious contender. But how about Ryan Sieg in the number 39 Chevy? He has really driven that car up towards the front here and could have a chance for a top 10 finish. So William Sawalich looking to get to the inside of Jesse Love, trying to battle for a top 10 spot, and close there, but almost some contact from the 18 and the number 2 as Jesse Love comes out of the corner. They're going down the backstretch, and he's able to hold on to the lead. And Justin Allgaier's looking on the inside of Brandon Jones, looking to take away a top 9 spot. And he's there side by side, and looks like Allgaier could be taking away that spot for Brandon Jones. But Jones with a nice momentum coming out of the corner, going down the front stretch. Oh, Allgaier got loose. Ryan Sieg was right behind the number 7, and Allgaier got a little loose there. Thank goodness the 39 looks like he held up a little bit here. And we got a battle here for 4 different cars, and oh my goodness, Carson Quaffle on the outside of the 18, and we got a caution. Oh, and the number 31 looks wrecked. Wow, and that's Blaine Perkins, the number 31 Chevy. The window net is down, and looks like that's going to be the end of the day for the number 31 Chevy. Tough break there for him, and we'll have to see the replay on what happened here.
Blaine was running 18th at the time of this incident.
But this place, and everyone will tell you, it will test the weakest part of your race car.
Pulling to see watermelon drop or HMS stop. Let's go. Heck yeah, Ghost. That's what I'm talking about.
Your Blaine reference, like something in the rear suspension must have broke and it spun that car around.
Yeah, I caught him as he was going towards the wall, and the 96 was up there. There's just no light impacts.
Yo, for a new sleeve after the nose wipe. I didn't wipe the sleeve. It's allergy season, okay? As we see the replay, ooh, a tough hit. Wow.
He basically, as Blaine got sideways, Anthony was already committed to the outside lane, and at that point he just couldn't get it to slow down and turn down. As we look back here from Sandy Smith's 8 car, and you see the smoke suddenly start, and then the car goes around. So that's
almost like something being shifted and the tires start around.
So we see the replay here, number 31 coming into turn number 3. And oh my goodness, just something broke as the rear end of that 31 Chevy just goes right into the wall here at Dover, and that was not very forgiving for the driver in the number 31 Chevy. So he's going to be out for this race. Thank you once again, guys, for Ghost hanging out with us here with another $2 super chat. New sleeve after the nose wipe. Come on. Yeah, man. Look, clean. We're all clean. No dirty. I didn't wipe it on the sleeve. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Cheers to y'all. Let's go. It's Tim Reynolds Show. All right, everybody, we're on commercial break after that caution, so we'll see what happens here and what sort of pit strategies these drivers are going to take here in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. Yeah. All right, guys, if you have any racing questions, any shout-outs, anything you guys would like to ask, or if you just want to help support the channel, don't forget to hit us up with those super chats. Oh, yeah. He wiped the boogers off. Cures to a clean sleeve. Ghost, you're terrible. You're terrible. Ghost, crack open another one. Appreciate you, man. Always keep the chat going. Always keep the chat comedy. Always keep it laughing. Woo, we get hot. Woo! All right. Gonna get some air flowing in here. Woo! All right, guys, just waiting to get back to the action here on Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream thus far. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hey! If it's getting hot, must be Mama Bear near. Well, she's at work right now, but good point. Good point there, Ghost. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna have to just leave this open because I need some fucking airflow. Alright.
In the fan zone, Powerball is offering
Throughout
the weekend. Visit the CW Sports Bar or NC Education Lottery ticket booths from May 22nd to 24th. That's Friday to Sunday next week for more information. Cylinder yellow here at the Monster Mile for a Blaine Perkins incident. Second Jordan Anderson car with issues today. Bit to break and come back with a restart. Ross Chastain, Taylor Gray, and Roger Groot, the top three.
All right, guys, so thought we were back from commercial break, but it looks like we're still waiting to get the track cleared up here before we get back green flag racing, and we'll also have to see which one of these drivers are going to try to pit here early to sort of either go with a new pit strategy or try to get ahead of the field when it comes to new fresh tires and a full tank of gas. It's going to be really interesting to see. Come on, Roto-Rooter. Yep, that would be Ross Chastain there, Ghost, in the number 9 Chevy here for Junior Motorsports. And Kenneth Clark says, are you going to stream while you're in Tampa? I'm going to try, man. Going to try. We'll be doing Monday Night Raw and more than likely NXT as well. Oh, boy. Man, hold on, guys. All right, sorry about that. Let's get those likes in and drop some bills. Hell yeah. Thank you, Ghost. Appreciate you, brother. That's right, guys. Only need 8 more. 8 more super chats to accomplish our goal here on Tim Reynolds Show. Appreciate you, Ghost, with the first 2 super chats here hanging out with us, guys. And don't forget, guys, to show some love to the channel. All right, so we're still on commercial break. You know your boy's going to go get a cold beer. All right, we're back. Got a nice ice cold one here. Let's go. Yeah, Tim Reynolds Show, baby.
But we've got some good radio brought to you by Starkey Communications on the Amber Line 7.
Plowing by myself. I'll on the hook as soon as I get to the right behind him. And if anybody's on my door, I am 20 out of 10 loose. So I don't know what to do to fix it, man. I really don't know.
Definitely handling
So looks
issues
like
there for Allgaier kids.
Allgaier dealing with some handling issues in that number 7 Chevy.
Jones now in the 9th position. The complaints minimal during stage 1 out front, but traffic doing no good to the 20 car. Brandon saying, I knew it was going to be bad in traffic, but it's disconnected front to rear. Had no stability riding around the 7. Think it was going to be continuing to trend tight if we went green in the center. And they also said not much confidence in the lower end of the corner. And when I do have to go, it's too much, too late. So they're battling way more issues.
All right, here we go, guys, as we head towards the restart zone here, as the green flag is out, as we go back racing here at Dover Motor Speedway. And we see Gray out in front. Ross Chastain right beside him in the number 9 Chevy as he explodes out with a great restart. Coming out of turn number 2, Ross Chastain has the lead. And we see there Taylor Gray right behind him. And Raja Caruth able to get around Jesse Love for the 3rd place spot. And how about Jesse Love? He's worked his way up into the top 4 here. And now after a great restart, he's got a chance to battle for the lead. And oh no, Brandon Jones continuing to have problems back in traffic as the winner for stage number 1 has fallen all the way back to 11th place here in the number 20 Toyota. And that's right, guys, a lot of cars complaining about the dirty air, struggling back in the back, where there's a lot of cars disrupting that open, clean air compared to what we see out in front. And that's what Brandon Jones is dealing with right now in the number 20 Toyota. And guys, Rasha Caruth looking to the inside of the number 54 Toyota Supra as Gray has to battle back as the 88 Chevy looks to go to the inside of the 54. And oh my goodness, the 88 of Rasha Caruth has a Chevy that's got some speed coming out of turn number 4 and now down the front stretch. He's on the inside of turn number 1 and the 88's going to take over the 2nd place spot here at the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at the Monster Mile. Oh, and Carson Quaffle says, I want some of that action as he gets on the inside of Corey Day, looking to take away a top 5 spot from the 17 Chevrolet, and he does. What a move there by Carson Quaffle. That number 1 Bass Pro Shop Chevy looks fast here today, especially in that badass orange paint scheme. And now we'll see if Corey Day can fight off Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer looking on the inside. The number 41 Chevy going to take the bottom lane as Corey Day goes up to the high side, and he'll give up that spot as Sam Mayer, I should say, takes a top 6 spot away from Corey Day. And Justin Allgaier there looking to the inside of Zawalich. Oh, but here comes Ryan Sieg. Ryan Sieg looking to take away that top 9 spot there from Allgaier. He's currently in the top 10, and that number 39 Chevy looks fast. And speaking of fast, Brandon Jones starting to get that number 20 Toyota Supra dialed in here to try to get it up back inside the top 10.
Right there as well, the 18 has slipped back over the last couple laps since this restart.
We see the struggle for the drivers here is being good on short run. Do you want to be good on the long run? You see Allgaier now going all the way to the top. He's frustrated with his car. He mentioned how tight it was in traffic, and then if anybody got on that right rear quarter panel, exactly how loose he would get. And as he tries to make the bottom work, and then you get side by side, on especially the exit of turn 2 here, you get loose anyway, but if your balance is free in that position, it just magnifies it so much.
So we remarked on Andrew Overstreet standing before the start of the race. I thought that was maybe a start of the race thing. No, it's all in the stage 2 here. We've got him still standing. It's hard for our team here to follow.
All right, guys, so now Raja Karuth is in second place, looking to catch up with Ross Chastain, but we ride along here with Justin Allgaier in the number 7 Chevy as he tries to get that car balanced up. He's got no turn. Not a really good balance turning that race car.
Watching their driver try to march forward here. Still in that 9th spot as he searches for grip around this racetrack. Raja Karuth has pulled away a little bit from Taylor Gray there in that 2nd spot, but everybody's still chasing the 9 of Ross Chastain.
Look at the line difference, though.
So Ross Chastain, you can see him coming into the corner kind of low into turns 3 and turns 1. But then he kind of goes to the high side of the turn up on the banking and comes back down as he exits the corner. A really excellent move there on that race line that Chastain is using. You see it comes in kind of low, goes up high on the top line, and then comes down with a lot of speed at the exit of the corner.
It was so calm on the bottom, was able to rotate so well, just wraps that bottom so well as he goes directly to the top, refuting everything I've said. To test it out, of course, but I think that shows the versatility possibly that he has. That's for the other.
So Raja Karuth actually pulling away from Taylor Gray here, who was battling before that last caution against Ross Chastain, but apparently Chastain's car is starting to really heat up here. And oh, there goes Jesse Love on the outside of Carson Quaffle as Love tries to take back that 4th place position, but Quaffle's not going to give it up easy as we got 2 Chevys battling out. But here comes Sam Mayer! Mayer on the inside of Quaffle as he tries to take away that top 5 spot, and he does! Wow! Sam Mayer could be a legit contender here, ladies and gentlemen, as that number 41 Chevy looks like it is fast. So a battle here, Carson Quaffle trying to get back into it to take over that top 5 spot. But that number 1 Chevy is very loose at the bottom of the racetrack. You can see the rear end of that car just tipping out just a little bit. And the number 41 Chevy of Sam Mayer, that is a very, very fast race car right now. The fastest car on the racetrack is the leader, Ross Chastain. He's laid down the fastest lap of any car here. But Raja Karuth in the number 88 Chevy is within 30 seconds of the leader here. And if these two start battling, we could see then Taylor Gray, Jesse Love, and Sam Mayer have a chance to get up and battle for the lead. Yeah, Karuth's looking really strong, man. Especially with that number 88 being used by different drivers. It's nice to see Karuth doing good back inside the car here. We've got 7 laps to go here in stage number 2, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a fast racetrack thus far.
Brett Cruz trying to march forward from that early wall contact, and Sammy Smith, who has rode around the 15th spot for most of the afternoon.
Yeah, Brett's going to be able to salvage really a decent day. Based on, we almost thought he might be done. The damage we saw, not just on the right rear, you see all the tape they put on that, but also the right front. There, could be some suspension damage to the right front of that car. But 19's that nice.
So we see there the number 19.
How do you feel if you're Sammy and you see that car?
So deflating.
Not a good feeling.
As Sammy Smith battles here in the number 8 Chevy.
Outside of the top 10, here's the race for the lead, coming to 5 to go in stage 2. Chastain has led the entire distance in this second stage, but Karuth is keeping him honest.
Well, and Raja Raj is moving around right now, trying to figure out.
So yeah, we are seeing the number 88 Chevy trying to find the right lane to get up to speed here on Ross Chastain, as Raja Carruth now goes to the high side here, trying to find some speed and momentum coming out of the corner to catch up to the leader with 4 laps to go here in stage number 2. Ross Chastain, your leader. Raja Carruth is in second. Oh boy. Hold on, guys.
Many times where he seems almost superhuman in his ability to change his line at the last second to trick you into going to a place where he covers you in a way that you think, that was annoying. How did he do that? So he's so good at this. This is going to be a really tough pass for Raja, but he's definitely got the speed.
Well, and what a great opportunity for Raja to learn from a Cup Series race winner as well, and all of those things that you just mentioned.
All right, sorry about that, guys. My curtains almost damn near took out my setup.
Continues to get his feet wet. First full season in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. He is right there on Chastain as we come to 2 to go in stage 2.
Yeah, the lap traffic's going to play a big
All right, so Ross Chastain now getting to the back bumper here.
turn 2 last time. That's what killed all this.
Or we see Carruth getting to the back bumper here of Ross Chastain. And Chastain now getting up into traffic here, and so this could help out Ross Carruth here in the 88 Chevrolet. And we see here Chastain able to get around a couple of different cars pretty quickly as we come into turn number 3 and the exit of turn number 4. We get ready for the final lap here in stage number 2. Ross Chastain with the lead. Raja Carruth is right there, looking to the inside of that lap vehicle. Carruth gets around him pretty easily, and we'll see if he's got anything for Chastain here going down the backstretch. The number 9 Chevy holding on to the lead, and we see here Raja Carruth and the number 88 Chevy right behind him. But ladies and gentlemen, Ross Chastain will get the stage 2 victory here at Dover Motor Speedway in the number 9 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. And Carruth, Gray, Love, and Mayer round out your top 5 here at the end of stage number 1. Our 4th caution of the day comes out as we get to the ending of stage 2 and get ready for the final stage here at the Monster Mile. It's Dover Motor Speedway. Heck yeah. Carruth is looking like a stretch. Heck yeah. Time for another beer. Hey, look, you ask and you shall receive, brother. Let's go. Ghost, are you ready? I want you to crack open one with me, bro. Come on, man. Let's do this, guys. We're already done with 2 stages here, and we got a little bit of time left to go here. In the final stage coming up here at Dover Motor Speedway. Guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Man, I can't wait till we have, hundreds of people hanging out in here, guys. This is going to be so awesome, man. I appreciate y'all. All right, so here we go. It's time to crack open a cold one here on Tim Reynolds Show. Let's go. Woo! Oh, yeah, baby. Let's crack it. Hell yeah. Cheers to Ghost, to all of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show. And thank you, everybody who's liking and subscribing and hanging out on the channel. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, guys. Peace out. Love y'all. Bless y'all. And let's get ready for the final stage here at Dover Motor Speedway in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Toast and cheers, y'all. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's really good. Whoa. Big one. All right. So we see here Ross Chastain gets the win at stage number 2 in the number 9 Chevy. Raj Carruth ends up finishing second in the number 88 Chevy after stage number 2. Taylor Gray and the number 54 Toyota finishes third. Jesse Love and the number 2 Chevrolet finishes fourth here after stage number 2. Sam Mayer rounds out the top 5 here in the number 41 Chevrolet, while Carson Quaffle ends up finishing 6th after stage number 2 here in the number 1 Chevy. Corey Day in the number 17 Chevrolet finishes 7th. Justin Allgaier with an 8th place finish here after stage number 2 in the number 7 Chevrolet. Excuse me. William Zawalich ends up finishing 9th in the number 18 Toyota, and Ryan Sieg rounds out the top 10 in the number 39 Chevy. Yeah, Kenneth, I think we could go on a little bit early tomorrow. Probably won't be too much to go over with Dover. It'll be the All-Star race tomorrow, guys. But yeah, we could start a little early. No big deal. All right, let's make sure we get this page refreshed here for everybody as they get ready for pit stops here after stage number 2. We'll see what adjustments these drivers can make. All right, not doing too bad. Looks like the stream's running okay. If you guys have any questions, any shout outs or any racing questions or anything like that, please don't be afraid to hit me up here, guys, with those super chats and help support the channel. Heck yeah, dude, that was a nice cold one. Whoop, whoop. All right, looks like we're running good. Appreciate everybody here. All right, looks like the quality is pretty good. What do you guys think? So Taylor Gray with 15 stage points, Raja Karuth with 15 stage points as well, Sam Mayer with 14 stage points here after these first 2 stages here at Dover.
Saw that track position on pit road, finished 11th in stage 2, so he did not score points in the second stage.
But a really, really big day for Raja Karuth there with those stage points in this 88 car. He's been the 32 for the last couple of races, fell out of the chase last week. Right as we run currently, he'd be back in the chase. Huge for him to make the most speed in this 88.
And he's in the 88 next week at Charlotte as well. So you're right, Parker. 2 good opportunities for him to capitalize.
All right, so here comes everybody down pit lane, and we'll see which drivers are able to gain some positions and which drivers will lose some here as we head down the pits. Hell yeah, let's get some bills flowing. Yeah, thank you, Ghost, with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. A toast to you, my friend.
They were battling in practice yesterday. 3 different times they tried to free him up yesterday. Tried to take a big swing out today, and he is still battling that. You saw the chassis adjustment. And Taylor Gray battling, firing off snug and on the splitter. He said it built tight on exit as the run went, but he also said he can't be any freer in the rear. He's at his limit there, so a slight adjustment for the 54.
All right, so a nice stop here for the number 9 of Ross Chastain, but oh no, Jesse Love is out in front, and oh, Jesse Love's gonna win the race off the pit lane, and Raja Karuth gains a spot as well, and oh man, Corey Day gains 3, William Sawalich gains 4, and how about the bounce back there for the Brandon Jones number 20 Toyota team as he gains 4 spots to get up inside the top 8. So a great set of pit stops there for some drivers. There were some big losers as well on those pit lanes, and we'll have to see what the starting grid looks like as we get ready for stage number 3. Heck yeah, guys, let's give a big shout out to our boy Ghost Honor here on Tim Reynolds Show. Appreciate the love here, brother. Thank you, thank you. Toast to you guys, and thanks for hanging out here. We are on commercial break. As we wait to get back to the action, don't forget, guys, to please hit that like button. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hendrick Motorsports is real deal. And with Junior Motorsports, this is fun to watch. Heck yeah, man. Junior Motorsports knows exactly what they're doing. They're probably the best team right now in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. And with him having so many cars, excuse me, and getting the work done there with the Hendrick Motor Shop and everything, that's a great, great team right there, guys. Kenneth, what's going on? Front Stretch Motorsports did an interview with William Zawalich. Heck yeah, Kenneth. Thank you for sharing that with us. Well said. That Supra noise is a sick look. I'm telling you, Ghost, I love that Supra look. They should have that in the Cup Series. Like, honestly, man, like, the cars in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts series are not only faster, but they also seem to be a little bit cooler looking, in my opinion. But I know some people may not agree with that. All right, just waiting to get back from commercial break, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us today for this NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts race here at Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile. So appreciate you guys when you're hanging out with us. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-bum, bum, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da.
Air Code. Carl Metz hanging out with you in the CW garage. Now at Dover, it's not really where you start, it's where you finish. Only one of the last 19 Dover races were won by the driver on the pole, but don't count Ross Chastain out just yet. That might not be the worst omen, because get this, Stage 2 winners went on to win 6 of the last 12 Dover races. So we'll see if the 9 and Ross Chastain can continue their dominance today, Dylan.
Ross has been trying for a long time to get a win for Junior Motorsports. Jesse Love is going to bring us back to the green. This better hearing mode, Starkey can help you hear your best. Scan the QR code.
All right, guys. So we're getting ready to start over here for stage number 3 as they go to the choose cone here. So Jesse Love will start out in first, Raja Caruth in second, Ross Chastain third, Corey Day in fourth, William Zawalich in fifth. Excuse me. Taylor Grains, never mind. Coming up to the switch here. So Jesse Love in first, Raja Caruth in second, Ross Chastain third, William Zawalich in fourth, Corey Day in fifth, Taylor Gray in sixth, Brandon Jones in seventh, Sam Mayer in eighth, Carson Quapfel in ninth, and Justin Allgaier rounds out the top 10 here as we get started for stage number 3. Ouch. Too much burping. Too much burping. All right. And here we go, guys, as we get back for the restart here. And we're back, green flag racing here at Dover Motor Speedway as Jesse Love explodes out with the lead here in the number 2 Chevy. Raja Caruth is right next to him as they battle side by side coming out of turn number 2. Ross Chastain right behind him, and there we see Zawalich in the 18 Toyota right behind him as the Chevy start to pull away. Oh no, Zawalich! Oh, Jesse Love! Raja Caruth got loose and ended Jesse Love! Oh, man, and you see the damage on the back right corner panel of the number 2 Chevy. And, man, the number 88 of Caruth got really loose and got up into his teammate, Jesse Love.
Obviously, upset about what happened there, and I think, we've seen it, as you mentioned, every restart, you're on lower air pressure. That car on the outside has so much leverage to take the air off the right side of your race car. Already that car on the inside is compromised in the angle they're entering the corner. There's a lot of washboard bumps down there. And we've seen that every time the inside car...
So we didn't even finish one lap after that restart here to start stage 3 as we see the 88 coming into turn number 3 here. He gets loose and gets up into the back end of Jesse Love. Love gets into the wall hard, and I think somehow Raja Caruth was able to save that 88, but the damage to Jesse Love is significant on that back right corner panel for the former leader here.
Damage right now. I mean, other than sliding those tires, but the 2, Jesse Love He's just along for the ride. He gave Raja plenty of room on the bottom, knowing that he was most likely going to get loose. You can see Marty Lindley trying to pull some hair out right there. Frustrated.
Jeez.
Under yellow once again here at Dover. The two leaders racing hard come together in turn 3.
And guys, this happens more than not in NASCAR in general, man. The leaders are battling so close together that Raja Caruth was on the inside of the number 2 Chevy, but that 88 Chevrolet lost sort of the downforce on the rear of that car, and the back end just literally got loose. He got up into Sam Mayer, up into the top of that banking, and Mayer, with nowhere to go, ends up hitting that back right of the car into the top of that particular top of the racetrack there. So very, very sad to see that for Jesse Love. I'm sure he's pissed right now with what happened to that. It looks like it does look like Caruth was able to save it, I think. Yeah, Raja Caruth currently in 11th. Jesse Love's in 5th, but he's got a lot of damage, and Love's probably going to have to come and pit after what took place right there. So tough day there for the leaders as we go to our commercial break here on Tim Reynolds Show. Guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for those likes. Keep them coming. Got a couple of bills sending that. Heck yeah! Thank you, Ghost. Appreciate that. It says, well, damn, Caruth pulled a ghost on the dirt. Heck yeah, you got that right. These cars have upgraded and finally graded before Gen 6. Yep, Coda Car of Tomorrow, the NASCAR bought at the beginning of 2007. Yeah, that was one of my favorite cars there when they started doing these new series, like the Cup Series started doing their different models of cars. The Car of Tomorrow, I think, was definitely one of the better models that they had. And honestly, I really hate the fact that they're trying to come out with a new model so often. This newest model in the Gen 6 car, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest with you. I hate the single lug nut on these cars, even though it does make the pit stops like 3 to 4 seconds faster. But I just think that you leave more we've had more loose tires than we've ever had in the NASCAR Cup Series because of those new rules right there. So alright guys, gotta go hit the restroom here. Make sure you guys hold down the chat for me. I'm gonna keep this race tracker up. Alright, and we'll be right back here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Ugh. right, guys, and we're back to the action here. As we see, now Zawalich has the lead here in the number 18 Toyota. Ross Chastain, who just won that last stage, now falls back here to second place.
Yeah, and William getting the lead. We've seen how important that is. You mentioned why Raja was racing so hard. I mean, he's over a tenth of a second quicker than those guys behind him.
And now we see there Taylor Gray getting to the back bumper here, the number 9 Chevy. And they're battling back. It's Corey Day and Sam Mayer. And unfortunately, it looks like Jesse Love is falling back. Well, thank you there, Ghost. At this point, Ghost just sending super chats to fuck with me. Thank you, Ghost. As we see Sam Mayer here on the inside of Corey Day. The number 41 Chevy looking to get around the 17 Chevrolet of Corey Day. And a nice run there for Sam Mayer, who's going to take away that top 4 spot. And now here comes Justin Allgaier. Allgaier under the inside of the 17. And he takes away a top 5 spot there from Corey Day. And oh no! Raja Caruth gets loose again and gets into the number 24. Oh my goodness, the caution comes out again. And wow, the number 88 of Raja Caruth again gets way too loose. And that's going to cost him here.
Marty Lindley, the crew chief, and tough break for Harrison Burton, who qualified well, was having a good day. You see Sammy Smith as well. He may have gotten a piece of it in the 8.
Well, I think he might have been
The
one that was
instigator.
causing us to be 3 wide. They went off into 3.
All right, so we got to see what happened here as we finally see the replay. So Burton on the inside of Cruz, and you see Harrison Burton got really loose there. Raja Caruth gets from behind him and gets to the inside, and oh no, the number 8 gets into the 88, and he caused it. Man. So just way too aggressive there from the number 8 Chevy, getting into the 88, who then got into the number 24. And you see it right there.
But in this case there, with the 8 getting there so late, Raja couldn't turn down, so then he's in a
Well,
compromised
you
aero
get
position.
spooked too, right? You can't yank on the wheel.
When he's in the compromised aero position against the 24, he's just trying to catch at that point, going up the racetrack.
This would be
And you see here the number 8 is Sammy Smith coming out of turn number 3. You see the cars get loose there, and he thinks he needs to take advantage, but goes way too low, gets into the back left corner panel of the 88 Chevy, and there's where he causes the wreck. The number 88 of Sammy Smith is the instigator here, and he gets to walk out of here with no damage.
To check up, but the 88, you saw the flames out the exhaust pipes on the right side as he got to the 24. He checked up a little bit, which gave Sammy Smith such a monster run that he went to the inside.
Things happening so fast here at Dover. Anthony Alfredo will be the repass car.
So Sammy Smith brings out the caution here, although his number 8 Chevrolet is unscathed. But Raja Caruth in the 88 Chevy, and we've seen there, I believe, the 24 Toyota of Burton also involved in that caution. All right, so we'll wait to see what happens as we wait to get back to the action here, guys. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, appreciate everybody here showing some love on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. All right, favorite food when you guys and gals tailgate at the races? Thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, my favorite is usually some burgers or some hot dogs. I love some steaks on the grill as well. Any kind of chicken, preferably chicken wings. They'd probably be one of my favorites. Although my wife prefers like the boneless chicken wings because she doesn't like chicken on the bone. But yeah, definitely one of those things that I gotta have tailgating. Burgers, steaks, pizza, or gotta have ourselves some freaking chicken as well. So, appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out here on the channel. Don't forget to please like and subscribe. as we're trying to gain here. Guys, we are only about 12 subscribers away from reaching 3,500. So let's see if we can make it there by the end of this live stream, huh? Come on, guys, let's go. And we only need 6 more, guys. 6 more super chats to complete our goal here on Tim Reynolds Show. As we're here on commercial break, waiting to get back to the action. Appreciate you guys hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. All right. Beautiful day out. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Saturday as well. We gotta stand out on above the crowd, even if I got to shout out loud. All right, guys, so next week we head to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR racing. Can't wait to check that out. Charlotte Motor Speedway is one of the best racetracks on the circuit in any series. It's the Coca-Cola 600. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tailgate is 12-ounce beer, 16-ounce beer, or rate 24-ounce beer, and several shots of Fireball. No Fireball, Ghost! No Fireball!
QR code now for unbeatable deals on thousands of top brands. GovX, savings for those who serve. Jesse Love with the GovX on board, back on pit road to continue to patch up the damage on that 2 from contact with this car, Raja Karuth, who has been involved in the last 2 yellows as we look at our golden moment. Brought to you by Golden Corral. Has been a troublesome last 10 to 15 laps or so for Raja.
Did a great job in stage 2, really competitive, but then got this restart on the front row, got loose underneath Jesse Love, and then this, trying to come back through the field, just awkward positioning there with Sammy Smith getting a run to the inside. Awkward aero position underneath Harrison Burton and just loses the race car into 3. Different circumstances for sure between the 2, although they look similar. Pretty similar results in the end.
And while we're talking about Raja, let's take a look at his Race Fit Health Report brought to you.
All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with us as we wait to get back. Our boy Ghost here talking about all he needs for tailgating is them beers. Hell yeah.
Brought to you by Starkey on why they also pitted there.
It's not even a vibration, it's just a change in balance, and I'm hitting a brake pedal kickback whenever I get to the corner. Right now, I think we got to come down and put gas in it. And make sure everything's tight. Copy.
Well, most likely that's a brake issue. The rotor's pushing the pads back is where you get that little bit of vibration on a long pedal. But they came down just to make sure all the wheels are tight. They'll go around and look at it, get it full of gas.
All right, guys, we head to the restart zone here as we get ready to get back. Green flag racing here. And out in front is Sawalich as he has the lead. And here comes Taylor Gray behind Ross Chastain. Looking to battle with the number 9. Looking to the inside. Taylor Gray gets that number 54 Toyota up in front of Chastain. Oh, but he got loose. The number 54 Supra got loose. And that Toyota now falls back as Ross Chastain takes over the lead. Or takes over second place. But Sam Mayer now right behind the number 54 as he battles in the number 41 Chevrolet. And Taylor Gray now side by side with Chastain. The number 54 Toyota Supra looking to take away this second place spot here from the veteran Cup Series driver Ross Chastain. Oh, and there Taylor Gray just wrecked after almost taking out Ross Chastain. And the number 54 Toyota brings out our 7th caution of the day.
The 7 here, though, does that If you filled it full of fuel, how close are you now? You might get to have all that track position back.
To be honest, I did not expect the 54 to get the worst end of that deal. The way it looked coming off the corner there.
He wrecked himself trying to stay off of Ross, and this racetrack, the way that the banking falls out on the exit of the corner, gets so narrow as well off of turn 4. It's almost like once you start having that...
Well, guys, once again, Taylor Gray caught up in an aggressive move crash as he comes here down the backstretch, heading into turn number 3. He's the inside of Chastain. Chastain taking the upper middle lane here, and now coming out of the corner, you see Gray just gets too loose and up into Chastain, and Sam Mayer then gets into the back bumper of the number 54, and that sends Taylor Gray spinning as that number 54 Toyota Supra ends up wrecking out. You see the big hit there by Chastain on the back end of his car, but the number 9 able to drive off.
Sideways, wasn't even contact. It was packing that air in the left rear right there, and then eventually touches, and Ross does an incredible job holding onto it and saving it right there. But wow, 54 had no chance once, as you mentioned, Sam Mayer got in the back of him.
The 9 did get some right rear damage there. You see this wall contact. It doesn't even really look like the 54 and 9 touch, just as you said. Enough air packed on the left rear to send the 9 into the wall.
I can't believe Ross saved that.
That was amazing. A great save.
Great save by Ross Chastain. And now look at that. The leader, the former leader and winner of stage number 2, now back on pit lane. That right rear damage here.
Can cause an issue that you weren't intending to cause just by being too close to them.
Kim, you have an update on the 9?
Yeah, enough damage on the 9 to send some additional crew members over the wall with Bear Bond. Go back over to the right rear. You see that crew member back there fixing that damage. So obvious. Oh, and he's got a hammer out there too. He'll send the Bear Bond over here in a second. The mallet just taking it to the car. Now you see the Bear Bond. That deck lid obviously needs to go down before they can go back green on the Ross Chastain machine.
They've got the heavy artillery over there on the 54. The power tools coming out to try to cut away that right front.
I think I'd let that guy have the hammer. I'm going to take the hammer away from him.
Hey, the beneficiary of this yellow is going to be Raja Caruth. He'll get the free pass and get back on the lead lap.
All right, so Raja Caruth gets the free pass here, and looks like a lot of the leaders are going to come pit here, and you got to wonder if some guys are going to try to stay out for track position with 79 laps to go. I don't think anybody can make it to the end here on fuel.
Yeah, as this does make a long run on tires. You see Carson Quapple there, top of your screen, that chassis adjustment, super free entering the corner, he said, but tight on X.
What's up, Ghost? Is that Dega breakfast, 6 a.m. beer, lunch, more beer, and by the end of the race, sitting on the tailgate with taking some shots. Yo, Toto wasn't a real race car. Heck yeah, man. Kenneth says, went over to Rhino and told him thank you for the raid. Thank you for that, Kenneth.
They're going to do 4 Goodyear tires at Sunoco Field here.
All right, guys, so some guys took 2 tires here. As you see the race off of pit road here. Oh, man, and Brandon Poole and Antonio Alfredo, a bunch of cars take a big risk here, and oh, no. A loose tire comes out of someone's pit box.
You're in Grover Street, you gotta feel pretty good.
Things are looking up down. He's like, I know what I'm doing.
All guys are going to be in a great spot here when we go back to green and yellow for this incident with Ross Chastain and Taylor Gray.
All right, guys, so after that caution, we're going to wait and see what happens here as we wait to get back to the action. Don't forget to please hit that like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel. All right, thank you, everybody. Dover's the beginning of the new Bristol. You know, that's actually a very good statement there, Ghost, to be honest with you. I really do think Dover races kind of like a Bristol Motor Speedway does. I like the high banking just like you see at Bristol, and they call it the Monster Mile for a reason. Like, this is a very tough racetrack, all concrete as well. So, be really interesting to see what happens. And guys, just want to give a big shout out to Mrs. Reynolds. She's dealing with a little bit of some loss here today. Went to her work and found out one of her residents has passed away. And she just actually told me that one of her coworkers is losing her dog today, who's got to be put down because of cancer diagnosis. So, guys, just make sure, man, if you have any loved ones that you can reach out to and tell them you love them, make sure you do that as often as you can. Because, guys, I mean, life is just too short, man. It's too short for a lot of people. I've already lost a couple of family members already within the last 6 months. And it's been really tough on me, weighing on my mind, really affecting my mental health. I've been going through a lot of depression lately, just trying to really put my full effort into growing this YouTube channel and following my dreams. And it's never an easy thing, guys, when you're going through loss, you're going through tough times. You just have to remember to keep your faith, not only in our God and Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, but also in yourself. Keep faith in yourself, believe in yourself no matter what you're going through in life. And as long as you're willing to do that, you'll be able to get through and fight through those battles of whatever it is you're going through in life, guys. So I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man. Dylan, what's up? Tim had to work today, but I'm in the house now. Thank you, Dylan. What's up, bro? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, we're getting ready to get back to the restart here. Here in stage number 3. Looks like Green, the number 87, comes out with the lead, and Patterson in number 32 there out in front. And here we go, the restart as we're back underway here racing at Dover Motor Speedway. So a great restart there as we see Justin Allgaier there looking to the outside of Patterson and the number 7 Chevy there on the outside of the 32. And now looking to take the lead. Justin Allgaier there on the outside, and he's got the lead. A new leader here at Dover Motor Speedway. The Monster Mile is Justin Allgaier in the number 7 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. And a couple of those cars decided to stay out on used tires, and that was a big mistake as you see the new tires start to really take off with these drivers here early on. Harrison Burton already up to second place now, recovering after that caution just a few cautions ago. Zawalich has been the fastest car on the racetrack as he gets to the inside of the 87, looking for that third place spot, and Zawalich takes away third place in the number 18 Toyota Supra. Oh, we've got another caution, and man, cautions breed cautions as we see the number 0 Chevy get into a wreck here.
NASCAR National Series start today. Doesn't look like too much damage.
This is not what Allgaier wanted. He had a little bit of a gap, had the track position. Now he's going to be vulnerable.
Contact with the rear square. I'll look at it when you get back through here.
Garrett was 24th at the time of this yellow.
But I think for Justin Allgaier and Harrison Burton, if there's any fuel concerns, another caution most likely here.
Hurts you on one aspect of the track, like the other guys being able to catch back up, but might we're standing up again.
Now we know how intense it is.
We might be closer on fuel than we're thinking right now.
But I do believe this caution should help them in that regard. And, you know, considering how well that restart went, yes, it puts Zawalich and Day a little bit closer.
All right, guys. Hey, Ghost, appreciate you, man. He says, Father, in the name of Jesus, in these situations, our understanding is so limited. We know, God, that you are there. Jesus, we know you are our Savior. You see every need in these situations. Ghost, thank you so much, man. That really means a lot to me, dude. Dylan, what's up, man? Eating some chili up? Hell yeah. There you go, brother. Getting ready to smoke up? Hell yeah, Dylan. That's awesome, guys. In Jesus' name, I ask that you comfort and guide each person dealing with these issues. I plead the blood of Jesus over each. And in Jesus' name, Father, minister to these issues. Thank you so much for that, Ghost. That's very kind of you, man, and I appreciate you. So a tough break there for the number 0 as that Chevy got spun out and gets into the wall, bringing out our 8th caution of the day. Here with 70 laps to go.
All right, Heather, we've seen Andrew Overstreet standing and sitting, and he's back on his feet again. How's he feeling down there?
Yeah, we're going to check in with Andrew right now. The booth wants to know, they've seen you standing, kind of pacing around. How are your nerves right now?
It's pretty good. When you got Justin Allgaier up there, feel pretty good anytime you're up front. So we had to do something different, try to get some track position, and we're in a good spot fuel-wise. So just see if we can hold it off the rest of the way.
Now, you told me you have bullet points on the whiteboard in your office. What's the one for this weekend that you said?
Well, we knew that this is getting ready for some really good Justin Allgaier tracks, so I told him these are Gator tracks and it's speeding time.
Good luck.
Thank you.
He really leans into the whole Gator.
He does.
Andrew. It's good to see.
This is a good stretch for the 7 team. Go to Charlotte next week. Nashville, another concrete track.
Where's the bad stretch for the 17?
I think that's it's a fair point, right?
It's so good at every racetrack. It's been around so long. I just feel like maybe the road course, but he's won on road courses as well. Like, this guy's good everywhere, man.
Austin Green shuffled back to 4th on that restart, but doing a nice job hanging at the front of the field right now, Kim.
That's right, Dylan, and has the oldest tires, but he does have a fresh set
Thank
of
you,
stickers
Ghost.
in the pit. So what was the thinking during this most recent caution we're under right now? Take a listen to in-car radio, courtesy of Starkey.
Yeah, the plan here is get a big enough delta on the tires to when you put stickers on, and if we get a late caution, you're Jack the Bear, and everybody else is struggling to hold on, you know what I mean?
So they're talking about the pit strategies
So
here
before they
right
told
now.
Austin that he had been complaining, guys, it's just so hard to pass here. I'm worried about when we take that final set, the number of cars I'm going to pass. And you heard Trey Poole, the spotter there, trying to reassure him that the plan is going to be stay out. And then when we get a later caution come in, crew chief Jody Nismer saying, again, I think with the number of cautions we've already had during this stage, we're going to see plenty more before the end of this race.
All right, so the drivers now hitting the choose cone here, picking what lane they're going to want to start in.
He was running 25th to 30th in that range, so if you pull it off and you gain 5-10 spots, it's a good day.
Now here's the real risk. Most likely can't make it on fuel right here. So they are dependent on that caution coming out just to get to the end of this race. But if you're running 25th to 30th, take the risk if you can make something happen. You historically do this at high wear tracks. This wouldn't be one of those.
All right, so Justin Allgaier out in front, William Zawalich in second, Harrison Burton in third, Corey Day in fourth, Austin Green in fifth, Brandon Jones in sixth, Dean Thompson in seventh, Sam Meyer in 8th, Carson Quapfel in 9th, and Brandon Cruz rounds out the top 10 here as we get ready for the restart here in Stage 3. So we got less than 70 laps to go. We'll have 68 laps to go when we hit the restart here.
Really impressed with Harrison Burton. He got that spin earlier, hit the inside wall. I'm scared that might really damage the nose, but salvaging a great day right here for Sam Hunt Racing.
Dean Thompson 6th in the other SHR car.
All right, here we go. We're back green flag racing here at Dover Motor Speedway. And the Monster Mile shows out as Justin Allgaier really takes a big lead here on a beautiful restart for the number 7 Chevrolet. And Zawalich right behind him, but he got a terrible restart, just like Harrison Burton did. But here comes Corey Day in the number 17 Chevy, battling the look on the outside there of Burton. Oh, and we're 3 wide. Oh, the 19 gets into Quaffle. And oh my goodness, we've almost had another caution come out as we see the aggressive restarts continue here. And Carson Quaffle's not going to be too happy about that in the number 1 Chevy as he tries to get to the back bumper of the number 19 Cruz there in his Toyota Supra.
Compromise right rear quarter panel in
Ryan Sieg continuing to have a great run here. He's right inside the top 10. And now on the inside of Burton, here comes Corey Day as the driver for the number 17 Chevrolet takes the third place position away from Harrison Burton. And the number 24 Toyota battling to get that spot back. But Corey Day having a great run here in this one.
He's got about 10 laps older tires than the rest of these front runners do. Doing a nice job.
Aw, thank you, Ghost, for allowing the free prayer for our father. Thank you, man. Maybe you need to go over and watch the cleat at the Prince in Brandon, Florida. I mean, maybe so, Kenneth. Appreciate you, man. And now Carson Quaffle looking on the inside of Cruz. The number 19 Toyota battling as we see the number 1 Chevrolet get out in front and take away that top 8 spot away from the number 19 of Cruz. And you see it again, chaos just a few laps ago with these two cars in the middle of a 3-wide contact there from Cruz getting up to Quaffle. Luckily, the number 87 was able to get out of the way before he got contact. But now you see Quaffle gets his payback, getting out in front of Brandon Cruz here. But how about Brent Cruz? He has been able to take that number 19 Toyota Supra up inside the top 10 here after being involved in a caution earlier on. And we've got 62 laps to go here at Dover.
Great recovery for Brent Cruz and that team.
So Justin Allgaier out in front. He's starting to really build his lead right now. Sam Smith or Sam Mayer there in the number 41 Chevrolet having a very strong run here, looking to get up inside the top 4.
Sam Mayer in 5th. We talked about the need for...
Uh-oh, Mayer on the inside there of Burton as Harrison Burton has to hold off Sam Mayer coming down the backstretch there. And you see Burton's got really good straightaway speed, but in the corner there, Mayer closes that gap ever so slightly. And Corey Day now within the eyes of Burton here as we've got a 3-car race here from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Day's down at the bottom, Harrison up at the top, Sam Mayer's onto the inside here of Harrison Burton going down the backstretch here, and there goes Sam Mayer. The number 41 Chevy takes the inside away from the 24 Toyota, and now Burton's going to lose that spot as Sam Mayer takes over the 4th place position. And that number 41 Chevy has been fast all day long as now he battles to get up to the 3rd place car, the number 17 Chevy of Corey Day.
They've got that car where he can run the bottom, but it just doesn't have the pace that he did earlier in the race.
About 3 seconds behind leader Justin Allgaier.
And Justin Allgaier starting now to really get a big lead here and continuing to try to stretch out in front of the other drivers. He's now got about a 1-second lead on Zawalich, almost doubling his lead there from the 2nd place driver.
Yeah, the top 2 have driven away from this group of 3 or 4 cars, all racing for 3rd. It's time to go full throttle with Sound Gear. Wherever sound is a problem, Sound Gear has the solution. Scan the QR code to learn more at soundgear.com.
All right, guys, so we see Sam Mayer. Oh, contact from Corey Day as the number 41 Chevy goes to the outside of the 17 Chevrolet, and Sam Mayer is going to look to take away that top 3 spot from Corey Day, and he does, coming out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. What a pass on the outside there by Sam Mayer. That happened very quickly as we watched it happen as soon as the camera angle went right back to the leaders here, and now Corey Day drops back to 4th, and Sam Mayer in the number 41 Chevy is now up to 3rd. And you can already see there Sam Mayer starting to pull away right now from Corey Day as he looks to catch up to William Zawalich, who has now earned himself a current 2nd place position in the number 18 Toyota. As he tries to catch up to Allgaier here. Allgaier's got a great lead right now in the number 7 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports.
Who, when we talk about the chase standings, he came in here 13th
You're right about that, Ghost. Little gator stretching out.
Really solid day.
Hell yeah.
Points wise and just trying to finish the deal here with a nice run.
Well, Parker just mentioned it, and I felt like the 18 might be the best car, but Sam Mayer, again, 2/10 quicker, but he's got a big gap to make up. It's 3.5 seconds behind.
So, guys, right now, Sam Mayer is the current fastest car on the racetrack, but he's got a lot of seconds to make up on the leaders here in the number 7 of Justin Allgaier and the number 18 of Sawalich.
Here towards the 7. Now he will have the 18 to deal with before he gets to the 7, which could be an impediment, but absolutely flying for Sam Mayer in that 41 car.
Well, look at the gap that he's built on Corey Day. Finally looks normal here, slowed down to 24.80, a similar lap time to what the leaders have been running, and they've been having to deal with a little bit of lap traffic as we watch them. You see going by Taylor Gray again right here. This was really close a little bit ago with Corey Day.
And there it was, guys. Corey Day with some small contact with Sam Mayer as Mayer was able to use the outside lane to get around the 17 Chevy. Uh-oh, and we've got a battle here between Carson Quaffle and Harrison Burton. Side by side, the number 1 Chevy and the number 24 Toyota.
Harrison and Ian Thompson, as we mentioned, both
And Quaffle has to fall back here as Burton's able to hold on to that 6th place position. And what a great day here for Harrison Burton in that number 21 Toyota Supra. He's running great here thus far, and we've got 50 laps to go here at Dover.
Awesome job holding on right here. Got a good car today.
There's Taylor Gray, who was in the mix, but had that contact with Ross Chastain. Wounded 54 car. Going a lap down. Another lap down. He is 4 down currently. Let's listen in on the 41 team. Got by Corey Day. They run 3rd right now, trying to track down the top 2.
I can't believe how fast it is from the hole in the nose. I was wondering if it might help us. Yeah, I said that as well. It's probably cool in the left front tire.
Yeah, so you can see that we got a little bit of damage, like right in the center of the nose there. So hit something on the racetrack.
Yeah, the left front.
Well, that hits a bit. Yeah, it's the damage probably from where he got into the back of Taylor Gray.
Right.
We saw them all check up. That accordion
So guys, as it turns out, Sam Mayer's got some damage on the front of his car, the left front tire, but because of that damage, it's actually helping cool down that front left tire a little bit more, believe it or not. So it looks like that damage could be benefiting Sam Mayer here in this number 41 Chevrolet. He's currently 3rd and about 3 seconds behind the leader, but he has cut into that lead over the last 3 laps.
Down to 3 seconds behind Allgaier. And just 2 seconds now behind Sawalich. You can see it, that the gap is closing.
Yeah, the one thing about Dover, too, though, is you see Allgaier catching more lap traffic right here. You can get held up a half second easy here in 1 lap if you time out.
So Sawalich trying to catch up to the leader, but here comes Quaffle on the inside of Harrison Burton, and the number 1 Chevy takes away that top 6 spot away from Burton, number 20 in the number 24 Toyota. A terrific run here by Carson Quaffle. He's been able to take that number 1 Chevy up towards the front and now knocking on the door of a top 5 finish.
At the end of this front straightaway as he gets up there, so that's going to only help Sam Mayer if Justin's able to get held up.
It's Josh Galicki who's straight ahead here in the 07, but after that, this group right here, yes, that may pose a problem for the race leader.
And he's having a hard time getting by Galicki right here. The bottom is not where he wants to be. His car's running a little better higher on the racetrack as the momentum on the exit. We'll see his lap time right here. How much does he slow down? Yeah, that was about 3.5 or 4 tenths slower than when he ran the lap before. And as you look at that lap time difference back to Sam Mayer, it's down to 2.5 seconds now. So Mayer.
That's right, guys. So Sam Mayer already closing that gap quite a bit in that number 41 Chevy. And with 44 laps to go, he could have enough laps to catch up to the leaders here in Justin Allgaier and Sawalich.
His favor, guys, is he can run the bottom. You know, where we talk about Justin wanting to run a little higher, and I also feel like the 18 does a nice job of rolling around the bottom of the racetrack. But the 41 now run that middle to the bottom, and it gets you through traffic quicker because almost all this lap traffic is giving the leaders the bottom.
And that's the key for Sam Mayer. He's got to be super efficient through traffic, more efficient than the leader.
And Justin Allgaier holding on to this lead beautifully with 42 laps to go here at Dover Motor Speedway. And the Monster Mile has proven to be that, but right now the fastest car on the racetrack is Sam Mayer. And if we stay green flag racing, there's a good chance the number 41 Chevrolet could get to the front of the pack.
Closed captioning for today's race brought to you by Cerakote. The top detailers in the world trust Cerakote, shouldn't you? Top three.
Thank you, Kenneth, for sharing that with us, man. Ricky Craven and Mark Martin, Ocala, Florida. Heck yeah. Oh, no! And ladies and gentlemen, we've got our 9th caution out for the day. It looks like Smithley in the number 0 had another big wreck here. Looks like a rear tire blew. Wow.
All the body work off as that tire just disintegrates.
We'll get back in here. We got to get tires on, see if we got any cleans off that thing.
But Sam Mayer is loving this. This also maybe works into, we'll see how this works out for Austin Green. You know, he's going to have that set of stickers.
All right, guys, so right now, with that caution coming out with 40 laps to go, this is going to change up this race here. That's right, the monster is awakening, Ghost. You are right about that.
Good for Austin Green.
And guys, how about Austin Green in the number 87 Chevy? He's got 2 top 10 finishes in the last 3 races, and he's got himself a chance to finish inside the top 20 here as well.
With 39 to go, this time by.
It's been a day for short run speed. The longest green flag run being 28 laps. That one was 27.
And that's atypical of Dover. We don't normally expect that. You normally kind of need a long run car. Here's a look at what.
Oh, and you see there the number 0, the tire just exploded and blew up the back right corner panel there of that car.
See that often in that fashion. Wow, the tire just absolutely shredded apart.
And he was
instantly
in the mix there of the 5th, 6th, 7th place cars. That's Carson Quapple right there. And here's
heck yeah, Dylan, can't wait for the All-Star race tomorrow in the Cup Series. And Ghost is calling it. He's saying 2 more cautions. You know, Ghost, it's probably a good guess. Probably a good guess.
So if you're one of the cars, one of the leaders there, as you came back around.
All right, so now we're going to have to wait and see what the pit strategy is for everybody here. I'm not sure if any of these drivers can make it to the end on fuel.
Yeah,
as a driver, you're out there and it feels terrible. But the reality is it's so hard to pass at this racetrack. And unless they all come to put tires on, you're almost going to be better off to stay out right here.
Yeah, and would expect the only guy to come down would be Austin Green, who these are his tires. He's got that set of stickers. 26 cars on the lead lap, and he's 23rd, so he's only going to lose 3 spots. And then he'll restart with fresh tires with 35-ish to go.
Yeah, and based on where he ran earlier in the race, this is a perfect scenario for the 87 team. You get to have fresh tires. They're going to have similar track position to what they had earlier, but with better tires than everybody. So hopefully they can get a great finish out of this. We'll see how much of a difference tires make on that car.
On board with Jesse Love here.
All right, so we see here a lot of cars heading down towards pit lane, and we'll see how many of these cars make adjustments here on what could be our last caution of the race.
And remember, Austin Green last in on lap 95 for tires and fuel, so what's getting a little closer to that fuel window. This caution came at the perfect time. Remember, they were looking for a big enough delta on the tires that he'd have an advantage, so they'll get those fresh sticker tires on that 87. Austin saying he needed entry security. Center was tight. Going over the bumps, the car felt a little light, and then it snapped on exit. They did make an air pressure adjustment. Fuel going in that machine. So this caution fell right to the
All right, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
The last 3 races, including
No, 87, not a joke, man. He's had 2 top 10 finishes in the last 3 races, and looks like he's primed to get himself a good finish here, because 87's actually the last car with fresh Goodyear sticker tires right now. Everybody's already used up most of their tires here, so we'll see how this really plays out. With the 87 having a good possibility to gain some spots and hopefully get another top 10 finish. All right, so thank you, everybody. As we get back to the racing here, just refreshing the page. who's going to take the race today? Well, I'm going for Justin Allgaier. He's got the lead right now. He is my favorite race car driver in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. Right now, he has the lead. William Sawalich has been pretty fast, but right now, if you ask me, Sam Mayer might be the favorite because he's had the fastest car thus far through any of these drivers. As we get ready for the restart here, right here, Sam Mayer in third. He was the fastest car there over the last 5 laps before that caution came out. So he could be a serious contender here. It just depends on how these restarts go, guys. The restarts are crazy, so you never know what could happen. Gonna call it Junior Motorsports. Not a bad guess there, bro. What we got? Let's see here. Junior Motorsports has got in the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars in the top 10 right now. So good chance that's going to happen there, bro. Man, poor Ross Chastain, dude. He's all the way back at 18th now after looking like a car that could win this race. That's disappointing if you ask me. All right, thank you guys. We've already up to 22 likes here on Tim Reynolds Show. We're trying to at least get to 25, and we only need 5 more super chats, guys, to get to our goal here on this live stream. We are in the last stage here at Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile. So don't forget to, help out the channel, guys, if you can. And remember, guys, the super chat costs less than a soda pop. Also costs less than a meal at McDonald's. So any way you guys can help really does mean a lot. So I appreciate y'all.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Ba-ba-bum-bum-ba-dum.
Back with you here at Dover for the stretch run to the finish. 36 to go right now under yellow for the 9th time today here at Smithley. Bringing out the most recent yellow as the NASCAR safety team continues to pick up the debris over there in turns 3 and 4.
Quite an eventful day.
It has been.
Here. If this is any indication, tomorrow the All-Star race.
That's right.
Might be in for a real show.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow at the All-Star race should definitely be a big show.
Expect more of that tomorrow. Unique format, so can't wait to tune in for that. Check out how Dover's first All-Star race goes.
The Monster's been racing.
Yes.
Seen good
all weekend.
All weekend's great side-by-side racing. Just put a lot of the drivers in tough positions, which has led to some wrecks.
I think the intensity is only going to continue to ramp up here with just over 30 to go. Justin Allgaier, the race leader, looking for his 3rd Dover win. William Sawalich and Sam Mayer, everybody back to Harrison Burton in 7th with 8-lap fresher tires than the 7.
And the importance of these restarts as we get later in this race.
Quaffle hurt my feelings. Can't wait till he wins. Yeah, Quaffle's a pretty good race car driver, Ghost. I think it's only a matter of time before we see Carson Quaffle in the #1 Chevy get a win this year. He's had fast cars all year long, and that team is very competitive. So right now, good for him. He's inside the top 6 right now. So a chance to maybe get a win here for Carson Quaffle. Dylan, thank you, brother. Hope you have a good night as well. Excuse me. Ooh. Ooh. All right, guys, so 13 races without an overtime finish. That's the longest stretch to start a season without an overtime finish in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
I had that note, too, about the last 24 races, only 1 overtime restart, and I was thinking earlier, well, we might have a chance to add another one to that just based on how the day's going.
All right, so the pace car heads down pit lane as we head to the restart zone here.
The race leader chose the outside lane. William Sawalich fills out the front row.
And the green flag comes out as we're back racing here at Dover Motor Speedway. Justin Allgaier explodes with a great restart out in front. Carson Quaffle here looking to battle up inside the top 5. But here comes Sam Mayer on the outside of Corey Day. And Mayer holds on to that 3rd place spot as Corey Day tried to make an aggressive move to get that 17 Chevrolet up inside the top 3. A great run here by Justin Allgaier. We got 33 laps to go here at Dover. Quaffle to the inside of Brandon Jones, and Jones out to the outside, and here comes the number 1 Chevy as Carson Quaffle now gets up inside the top 5. So a great run here, and how about the bounce back here from Raja Caruth? He is now in 10th place after spinning out 2 times and bringing out 2 different cautions here in this race. But here's the battle here. Second place, Sam Mayer right behind Sawalich in the number 18 Toyota, but that number 41 Chevrolet looks like he's got something left in the tank as he tries to take away that second place spot there from the 18. I give you a 5 rating for the burps. Come on there, Ghost. To the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Freaking the 5 rating for the burps. Let's go. I can do better. And there we go, guys, as we see the 87, the only car with fresh Goodyear tires there, trying to get up and battle up inside the top 20. Oh, and Brandon Cruz, and then Brent Cruz in the number 19 Toyota gets really loose there, right in front of the 87 Chevy.
With that right side damage, been a long day, but it made up a lot of progress over the course of the afternoon. Austin Hill, Brandon Jones.
And the guys, how about Austin Hill as he gets in front of Brandon Jones, and Austin Hill knocking on the door of a top 5 finish here. What a run here for Austin Hill in the number 21 Chevy for Richard Childress Racing.
Austin Hill day that we're used to seeing them compared to what you mentioned over the last 8 or so races. Just have not been typical for what we're seeing out of that 21 team in Austin Hill. But usually, even if they're not great to start, it's at the end that team comes on.
So Sam Mayer still battling with Sawalich here, as that number 18 Toyota has been able to hold off the number 41 Chevy of Sam Mayer. A great run here for Sam, but he needs to try to get ahead of Sawalich if he wants any chance to get up towards the leader, Justin Allgaier. Oh, and there we see Sawalich get loose. Mayer to the inside. The number 41 Chevy is side by side with the 18 Toyota as we see Sawalich trying to hold on. But there goes Sam Mayer on the inside lane going into turn number 2. Coming out of turn number 2, I should say. Going down the backstretch, but man, Sawalich able to hold on. But now coming to the inside, Sam Mayer in the number 41 looking to ride that low lane. He's got the edge, and Sam Mayer takes the second place spot away from Sawalich as the number 41 Chevy now has a chance to go after the leader. And Sawalich looks like he's losing his car a little bit because now Corey Day's knocking on the door. He's on the inside. Corey Day in the number 17 Chevy is right there as the HendrickMotorsports.com Chevy takes away that top 3 spot away from Sawalich. What a great run here by Corey Day. He's been very aggressive with that number 17 Chevy, and a great run here for Junior Motorsports. So Justin Allgaier still holding on to the lead here as you see Corey Day on the outside of a lapped car, and that may cost him a spot. But wow, that number 17 Chevy has got some speed right now, ladies and gentlemen.
So he's not afraid to go up there and put the right rear up against the fence if he has to.
Dude, Dylan, number 41, looking to get to the front, but right now Allgaier's holding on to a very good lead here on this race.
With the laps led today, 51 of them, has now reached 600 career laps led at Dover, puts him 5th.
Wow.
He is so good at this racetrack.
Justin Allgaier now with over 600 career laps led here at Dover Motor Speedway. Congratulations to Justin Allgaier.
Both Mayer and Allgaier where the 17's running. It's a long ways around the top to the middle of the corner. But watch the speed, right? It's a great perspective. Watch the speed that the 17's going to have on the exit of the corner right here versus the 41.
And uh-oh, guys. Corey Day closing the gap here on Sam Mayer as the 17's knocking on the door of this second place spot. Oh, and there goes Corey Day to the outside of Sam Mayer, and the 17 Chevy gets around the 41 And oh my goodness, could we have a new contender here, folks? Corey Day's been aggressive and fast all day long, but I did not think he had a car this fast to make it up to the leader. And now with 21 laps to go, does the number 17 have what it takes to get to the back bumper of his teammate, Justin Allgaier?
Between he and the tires.
All right, guys, in just a couple of laps, Corey Day has cut that lead within 1 second. This is definitely going to come down to the stretch here.
It's great information right there, and Allgaier's entering just a little bit lower. It takes a few laps to get disciplined enough to enter as high as what Corey Day is. But you've got a great reference. You see Larson over there on the right-hand side of your screen smiling because obviously that's where he loves to run. But Justin's trying to do exactly what he needs to. He's got the information now. You're here to spotter, reference that. And you, as a driver inside of the car, you use the lighter and the darker part of the racetrack.
So we do see that the front two cars here are using more of that top part of the racetrack than the bottom of the racetrack. And Dylan's right. The 17 is coming in fast. We've got 17 laps to go here at Dover Motor Speedway. As you see there, Corey Day, faster lap times over the last 3 laps here. It could be only a matter of time before the 17 catches up to the number 7. You're right, Ghost. Day is hunting, man.
The speed is around the top of the racetrack, but it is a long ways.
All right, guys, we only need 4 more super chats to get to our goal here on Tim Reynolds Show. Let's see if we can make it happen. Does anybody got a couple bucks they can help out here on the channel? I'd really appreciate it. Ghost has been more than awesome with his donation, so let's see if we can get somebody else to help us out.
Likened this to Bristol. We had that conversation with Adam Wall, and he thought maybe Corey would run at Bristol. Well, so many drivers described Dover as Bristol on crack. And when I was talking to Adam Wall,
okay,
he said, you know, despite Corey not having been at this race,
so Bristol or Dover is Bristol on crack. Okay, don't believe that.
The ability to just slow down things at a track that goes so quickly. And the other thing is, the goal for this team was, remember, they had a great start to the season, and then Texas crashed on the first lap, had a DNF last week, and did not go their way. So Adam said the goal was to get back to where they were pre-season.
And you can see Corey Day now using the very high lane in the corners here, trying to get some speed to catch up here to Allgaier. And he is closing that gap, but he could run out of time here, guys, because it's a little back and forth right now, and Allgaier is holding his position strong right now with the lead with 14 laps to go.
Slowly, Justin has been matching him the last couple of laps, so Justin has adjusted to this. You mentioned discipline on the entry of the corner. I call it confidence.
And Ghost already calling it, saying Little Gator gets the win. Hopefully we have no more cautions here.
To feel it out, to adjust to running the top side, and be able to respond to what Corey Day was doing.
Mayer has moved up there too. Third car in the shot. Not quite as high as the 7 and 17, but
The other thing that's helped Justin by being able to move up there is that the lap cars are given the top until the top was higher than they want to run. You can have all the way up there. I don't really want to be there. But you see Justin's now almost on the exact same line as what Corey Day is now. It looks to me like the 17's moved down a little bit on exit, just trying to get a straighter drive.
Looking just for a little bit of cleaner air, trying to get away from the wake of that 7 car.
So Allgaier still holds on to the lead here as we see Corey Day trying to make his way up towards the front. Excuse me.
Entry confidence. That is just not hadn't hit the wall enough yet. It takes a lot of courage to get up there, but he has done a tremendous job of, look at how much he closed in right there. It's almost like getting that higher gave him the speed that he needed.
So now Corey Day with 10 laps to go, starting to close the gap here, especially with some lap vehicles out in front of Allgaier. And you see there coming out of turn number 2, going down the backstretch, the 17 closing that spot. Allgaier takes the inside, Corey Day on the outside. Lap vehicle still out in front of them. Corey Day able to get around them with ease. Allgaier, it took him a little time, but he still holds on to the lead. 9 laps to go. Justin Allgaier, your leader in the number 7 Chevrolet, but Corey Day in the number 17 Chevrolet is right behind him.
Justin's going to have to move back up just a little bit. They're going to tell him that the 17 is again about a car length higher than he was.
And they've got a couple laps before they're going to hit traffic again. Really just a couple cars sort of sporadically spread out so they won't come into a group. But wow, Corey gets real high there.
So you can tell Corey Day leaving it all on the racetrack here as he's really dive bombing those corners, coming in with a lot of speed, going right up against that wall in the corners, and he's trying to run out of the corner, the exit of the corner, with a lot of speed. He has now closed that gap within 30 seconds of Allgaier. 7 laps to go here, guys. Does Corey Day have enough to catch up to the leader here and get a win here in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series? The Monster Mile has been exactly what its nickname is. As we see here, this racetrack has definitely brought out a lot of excitement and tough racing thus far. And now, within 20 seconds of the leader, 6 laps to go here for these drivers.
As high as Corey, but it's going to be hard for Corey Day to make this pass. He's going to have to get that run and then commit to the bottom. He's not going to get to the outside, I don't think, of the 7 car. Justin will counter with that. He'll give him all the bottom that he wants as they now...
As you see here, Corey Day now getting up to the back bumper here of Allgaier. We've got 5 laps to go here at Dover Motor Speedway. The Monster Mile has 2 drivers battling it out for the win here with only 5 laps to go. Justin Allgaier out in the lead in the number 7 Chevy, but the number 17 Chevrolet is right behind him as Corey Day looks to use that high line to get around the leader here. And Allgaier has lap traffic coming ahead of him, but we've got 4 laps to go here, guys. Oh, Allgaier got loose! Allgaier got loose! Corey Day to the outside! Allgaier takes the inside! There's a car in between them! Allgaier got loose! Corey Day takes over the lead with 4 laps to go! Does Allgaier have anything for him? Oh my! The number 7 got loose! Corey Day gets around the leader! 3 laps to go, and your new leader is the 17 Chevrolet of Corey Day. What a pass, getting around lap traffic. Allgaier got a little loose, and that was all Corey Day needed to take the lead here. Oh, now going too high, going a little too high. Allgaier closes that gap. And now 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with 2 laps to go. Corey Day has just taken over the lead against Justin Allgaier in the number 7 Chevrolet, but he's got to hold on. Allgaier is right behind him as we come out of turn number 4. It's the final lap. The white flag is out, and now the next flag will win the race. 1 lap to go here. Corey Day looking for a victory here at Dover Motor Speedway. The Monster Mile, and Justin Allgaier coming down the backstretch, looking to catch up to the leader, but does he have enough left in the tank? Corey Day goes to the high side. Allgaier down to the low side as they come out of the exit of turn number 4. Corey Day gets the victory here in the number 17 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. What a finish. Justin Allgaier had the lead with just a few laps to go, and Corey Day just kept ticking and ticking and running down the leader. What a great run for Corey Day, who gets the victory here in the 2026 NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at the Monster Mile, Dover Motor Speedway. What a win for Corey Day. As we see here, there was a lap car out in front of Allgaier, and Allgaier had to slow down, but the number 55 split in between the 17 and the 7, and Corey Day gets the momentum. He even gets into the wall, but that doesn't stop the 17 Chevy as the driver was able to take that race car around the leader, getting around the number 7 Chevy Chevy of Justin Allgaier to get the win here at Dover Motor Speedway. And the Monster Mile did not disappoint. Here for the NASCAR fans, here for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. What a win!
30 laps earlier.
And
We
he just,
talked about it.
what he did there, finding that line, pushing it higher, all the risk it takes
Wow.
to do that and do it so well that you go and run down
Yep,
the
Ghost,
other
you're right about that. That
is
lap
so
car
impressive.
really came into play and gave Corey Day the win here, guys.
That's a great race car.
Wow.
It just looked like at the start of that run, he ran the bottom. Like, oh, he fired off well. And then it was like, oh, he's fading the wrong way. But he moved to the top. He found the grip he needed. He ran a line that we hadn't seen anybody run all day long.
Woo, and here goes the burnout by Corey Day.
In the lap cars and to make it all work. Awesome job. That's the number right there.
No, we were going right into the inside wall. Stopped it perfectly.
Well done for Corey Day. Some other good performances as well inside the top 5. William Sawala tonight's 4th place run. Austin Hill, a much needed 5th place run for him.
All right, guys, as we get into it here, let's see who ended up finishing inside the top 10 here at the end of this race. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel, everybody. All right, so we see Corey Day is your winner in the number 17 Chevrolet, a big win for him. Justin Allgaier ends up finishing second here in the number 7 Chevrolet. Sam Mayer ends up finishing third in the number 41 Chevy. William Zawalich gets a 4th place finish here in the number 18 Toyota. Austin Hill ends up with a top 5 finish, a great finish for him there in the number 21 Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. Brandon Jones ends up finishing 6th after winning stage number 1. Carson Quappel ends up finishing 7th in the number 1 Chevy here on this one. Oh, and you can see Justin Allgaier coming up to talk to one of the young drivers there who was really cost Allgaier the lead. And man, that's a tough thing for Allgaier to have to go through, man. Ryan Sieg there in the number 39 Chevy finishes 8th. Sammy Smith gets a top 10 finish, finishing 9th in the number 8 Chevrolet. And Anthony Alfredo rounds out the top 10 here in the number 96 Chevrolet. A big win there for Corey Day. And thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. And thank you guys for hanging out for this NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race here in 2026 at the Monster Mile Dover Motor Speedway. Appreciate you NASCAR fans for hanging out here on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show, and if you guys have any way that you can help out the channel, don't forget to sign up. As we see Corey Day, this is his 2nd career win and his 25th career start after winning at Talladega earlier in the season. He gets the win here at Dover Motor Speedway. Appreciate you guys hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, sign up for channel memberships if you guys are interested, and help support the channel any way you guys can. Heck yeah, Tim, that was a good race. See you tomorrow, Dylan. Thank you, thank you. Make that a short. Hell yeah, Keith, we did that. And imagine the team meeting with JERHMS. I just want to hear. Yeah, probably a really good meeting.
What was the conversation you had with that driver?
Yeah, it's a good teaching moment. Blake and I have spoke, a couple of times, and obviously super talented. Just he kind of made a move to go inside and then back outside, and then I just didn't know which lane he was going to go in. And unfortunately, I'll let the 17 get to my outside. So hats off to Corey. That whole 17 team. He was running me down there at the end. We had a few laps older tires, but just proud of our team, proud of everybody on the Sprint Fresh Circle to Chevy. I thought it wasn't the day that we wanted early on. The team worked really hard, and we got off on that one cycle, and obviously that was the great thing for us, track position-wise, but just disappointed to walk out of here with a second after leave that many laps to the end. So, again, hats off to Corey and that whole 17 team, everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, Hendrick Engine Shop, Chevrolet, all of our partners. Just disappointing day.
So Justin Allgaier led 71 laps today and unfortunately comes out with a 2nd place finish. Disappointing there for him and his team, but definitely was worth it. All right, Ghost Honor, peace out, man. Thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Peace out, Dylan. Thank you, Kenneth. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Thank you, everybody, for liking and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out more of my NASCAR play-by-plays. We will be live tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series All-Star Race at Dover Motor Speedway. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out on the broadcast. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.